Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. Princess Shingle has been rushed to the hospital. It was gathered that Princess Shingle was rushed to the hospital in an ambulance after she attempted suicide again. Because if you could recall, the actress attempted suicide in 2018 and made another attempt on her life in the United States of America because that is where she is currently. We could recall that her weeks old marriage ended, and after the marriage had ended, she moved down to the United States. And so now, last night, she was actually rushed to the hospital. And the whole footage have actually shown that she is on the hospital bed even as we speak right now. And a medical report also shows the substances she consumed in an attempt to end her life. Isn't this just going too far? Look, that's the document you can actually see, and it's indicating that she is actually fighting serious depression. And she said this is what she captioned last night, that depression is real. I got this. That is what she is trying to prove to her fans, that irrespective of the fact that she is battling with this depression, she is still going to stand strong upright. And the actress was rescued in 2018 by her neighbor and rushed to the hospital in Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria. After she took an overdose of a medication, she reportedly also drank bleach. You can see that she has been trying to take her own life for a very long time. And right now, she is currently in the United States and receiving treatment. There are a lot of things that people are struggling with, but suicide should not be the only option or should not be the only way out. Suicide should not be the solution to anybody's problem at all. I know she's been coming online showing a whole lot of stuffs. At first, if you could recall, that was late last year when she met a guy online and then she traveled all the way from Gambia to America to meet up with this guy. And in the course of meeting up with this guy, they started a relationship together. Within few days or weeks, the guy now proposed to her. But it showed that there was a sign of domestic violence from that particular guy. She posted everything online, was even a life engagement, life relationship. She was actually carrying out different episodes online. So it was like her life was just opened out there for everybody to see and know what was happening. She even got pregnant for that particular man, and eventually the guy had issues and he was not with her, and she couldn't stay there all alone by herself. And all this was happening, amidst pandemic. People are being scared of mingling out with people. And for some reasons, the guy was confined in a particular place and she couldn't go to see him because of the COVID, and she had to return back to Africa. And that was how she ended the relationship. And she even got pregnant and said she lost the pregnancy. Later again, she now got married to the same guy, and she gushed out on Instagram again saying how much she's been excited getting married to her best friend. But all to everybody's surprise, this marriage was just seen out there in the public for 8 weeks, but it ended within 1 week. And after the marriage had ended, and she also claimed again another domestic violence in the marriage, and she had to leave Africa and now in the United States. And you see, another thing again is this: she's been putting out her life out there in the public, in the social media, everybody tends to know exactly what is happening to her at every minute, at every second. And the next thing again, she came out to say, which a whole lot of people were like, why go to this extent? Few days ago, she came out and said she is denouncing her own citizenship. She is a citizen of Gambia, but she acts most of her movies in Nigeria, and that's why she is well known. She's one of the good actresses that you can actually count out if you want to count them in numbers. And she says she doesn't want to have anything to do with anybody that is from Gambia. That so long as you're a citizen of Gambia, she doesn't want to have anything to do with anybody again. And there she denounced her citizenship of being a citizen of Gambia. Guys, you can see how she's been putting out very strange things out there online for a lot of people to see and hear. And she's always bold. And to make it worse, she comes out live video and make comments, says a whole lot of things that ordinarily you shouldn't come out in the public to show people or to even mention before people. She has been presenting her life as being complicated, or would I say complex. A lot of things and a lot of people had to come out with that particular comment she made. How would you denounce your own home country? And that video that I posted, I was like, what about your own immediate family members? They are also Gambians. What about your relatives? Is she trying to say that there is no friend again in Gambia? She doesn't have anybody at all. So everybody in Gambia, that's what she even concluded. Everybody, so long as you're Gambian, don't have anything to do with her. Even when you see her outside, if you are a Gambian citizen, don't come close to her. So she has made this pronouncement publicly. She didn't even hide it. You know how she presents all her things out there in the open, and that was how she presented this again. And this was just few days ago. So you'll be wondering, is this person really okay? So right now it's clear that she's struggling with depression, and some people, when they are depressed, they do things ordinarily that they can't even do. Sometimes the depression can take people to a very dark place that you will end up having to exhibit very deadly and dangerous characters. All she has been posting online, it's been more of the negative parts of her life. If she posts something that is interesting today about herself, the next day or few days later, she would now post something that is outrageous, something that is opposite of what she had already posted. So some people will just keep asking, is this lady really okay? But right now, at least we can know and see that she is not okay. Someone who's been attempting to take her own life for some years now, and she has attempted it again last night. That person needs serious help. And except she tells herself the truth, then she will get the help she needs. But she is lucky at this time again that she is being spared. She wouldn't know why her life is being spared, all these attempts of trying to take her own life. God may be keeping her for something, and she is still struggling to take her own life. Guys out there, please, I know a lot of things has been happening. People are going into serious depression, and a whole lot of people are taking suicide as the solution. Suicide should never be the way out. You need help. There are serious places and serious minded people that can help people going through depression. They have the suicidal helplines that you can call, and they would help you with the depression you're going through. And again, you don't need to be alone when you are going through depression. Struggling with depression doesn't warrant anybody keeping to himself or herself. That is when suicidal thoughts would always come into play. Nobody is happy to hear anybody go through depression. It's not a thing to congratulate the person for, or it's not a thing to be happy that someone is going through depression. It's a serious battle that those people under depression are battling with. You see, some of them start acting like they have some mental issues within them. So many people of late, since like last year up until now, ever since the pandemic started, a lot of people have been struggling because people have gone through a lot. Some people have lost family members. In a whole family, you see somebody of five losing three members in the family. Like there was a family that lost eight people in one family. So come to think of it, if you're living in that kind of a position, or you're finding yourself in that kind of a position, how would you survive? You struggle to survive. It only takes the grace of God for such people to survive. And so when you hear such people going into depression, you wouldn't blame them. Some people have lost their jobs. They can't even fend for their family. Some people don't even know how to get the next square meal for the next hour or for the next day. Some people can't even afford to pay their rent and they don't even know where they will go to. Some people have been evicted. Some people are trying to squeeze and struggle to manage and stay in a place that they can't even imagine that they can ever stay. So a whole lot has been happening, which people understand that there is a very serious struggle in the economy. It's a worldwide struggle. And so, as a result of that, people are struggling and battling with things inside, except they come out to pronounce it or to tell you before you would get to know. If nobody comes out to tell you that he or she is struggling or battling with something inside, you may never know. So once you see yourself in that difficult position, please speak up. These helplines are free. You don't need to pay anything. You call them and they will assist you. Don't be alone. Seek for friends around you that you know that have your good interest at heart. Family members, communicate with them. Stay around people. It is very dangerous when you are battling with depression and you lock up yourself in the room. Some people I know, yes, this restriction and all of that has confined people to their houses, have confined people to their rooms, and so they are struggling with themselves. And it's worse when they've lost their jobs. It's a little bit better if you're confined to your house and you still have your job, that you can either Zoom and communicate with work and still have yourself, your health, everything at work. And you know, when anything has to do with the mental health, it's a very serious issue. Sometimes some people would even say they prefer having a stomach ache, headache, than having a mental issue. When you're not okay mentally, it takes a lot of people into thoughts of depression, into acts of suicide. So please learn to speak up and don't think of taking your own life. Have you thought of your loved ones? Have you thought of people around you? A lot of people who love you would need you, would still need you to stand by them. And then when they go, you are putting another person into another form of depression. That's what some people who take their own life don't even think about before they do that. You can imagine a father and a mother hearing that their own child has taken their own life. Do you think that parent would live a happy, free life? No. The parent will keep sitting down, wondering, imagining in their head how they would have helped their child not to commit suicide. Some parents end up blaming themselves. Some parents start going into their own form of depression as well. So that is why it's good you please speak with somebody. Taking your own life, you're leading another person again into that same depression. And if you know somebody who is around you that needs help, please call for help on that person's behalf. Some people may not have the courage to do that. Some people are ashamed. It should not be a thing of shame. Depression, it's not a stigma. It can happen to anybody. And so if you want to keep it to yourself out of shame, you will just be dying in silence and nobody would know what is happening to you. Like there was a couple which I posted their video that killed themselves because the guy claimed that he was going through depression and he had the money. He was a rich guy. But he said he had all of this money, but he was never happy. And he was struggling with himself, but nobody cared about him. And nobody was there for him. That was how this guy killed himself and his fiancée. They both died the same day they found them dead as a result of suicide. Alright, the guy is saying nobody cared and nobody was there to help him. People would not know if you don't speak up. His own case is even completely different. He had the money, he was comfortable, he had everything, and he will come out with all smiles, well dressed. So who would ever think of someone like that going through depression? If you don't voice out, people can't read the minds of people. Until you speak up before someone will know what is happening to you. And sometimes some people blame other people for their depression and they'll be like, no one is there for them. But have you made complaints and no one was there? That is another thing. It's different if you have voiced out and no one is there to assist you. But where you have not voiced out, no one would know what is going on inside of you. It is not written on the face that someone is depressed, except you open up your mouth and say something. Please, if you're around there, help to save a life by calling help for someone you know that is struggling with depression. Nobody is above going through depression. It can happen to anybody. So the earlier you speak up, the better. When you start having those feelings, those signs of depression, please call for help. Don't wait until you are at the point of being suicidal. Because once you wait to that point, you may not get the help you need, or the help may come at a very late hour or at a very late time. Irrespective of what this actress, Princess Shingle, has been doing, we're still praying that God will help her out of this depression and she gets the help she needs. At this time, she needs serious help. That is what this whole thing is now pointing out on her own side. And until she gets the help she needs, she will keep on struggling with this suicidal attempts. And I think at this point, it's even best if she keeps her life out of the social media. She has posted a lot of things out there that doesn't even portray something nice about herself, about her decisions. And then all of those kind of things would make people throw things at her. People will say a lot of things, and words can cause people to go into depression as well. When you're hearing news on social media, I would always use that word. It's a marketplace. A whole lot of people come in and go out. So once you're posting your life out there on social media, you don't expect everybody to accept what you were saying or to be happy with you, or you don't expect everybody to agree with you. Definitely no. You will hear different comments, and some people could say things that can be very hurtful. And when you start thinking of these things, reading these things, you can even go into depression just with all those words. It can be heartbreaking. Some people have taken their own lives all because of things that were said to them from the social media. A lot of people have committed suicide as a result of that. So I think the best thing for her is to stay away from social media and concentrate more about her own life and how to recuperate and get better. This social media is not a comfortable zone for people to just come and display their lifestyle out there. You would see different people saying different things. People say hurtful things to people and they don't even care. So long as you have presented yourself, it made you open, and then they had to use the opportunity to throw shades at you or to say things to you that you wouldn't like. Definitely you can't like everything that everybody would say. And definitely don't expect people to say what you want them to say. Everybody is obligated to their own opinion. That is the major reason why it's always good. Keep issues like this about your personal life out of social media. Things that are happening to you that are not so okay, it's not good to always present them out there, because some people will say things that would lead you into more depression and even thinking of being suicidal. Friends, what do you all think about Princess Shingle coming out again with this? Well, like I said, we all pray that she recovers and that she gets the help she needs. And if you're out there, please don't hesitate. Call the suicidal helpline. It's just a call away. Don't wait until you have decided you want to take your own life. Don't wait till that time. And if you know anybody around, please help save a life by calling the helpline on that person's behalf. Friends, if you have anything to say, you can put that down at the comment section. Please don't forget to hit on the like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Friends, I'm here today to talk about how to start up a new YouTube channel. So for those that are looking to start up a new YouTube channel, probably you've been trying to figure out how to go about it, or you have been trying to see what it entails or what you need to start. That's why I'm here today, to give you the easy way for you to get this done. Not just the easy, but the best method, and also to give you or to talk about the best teacher who will give you all that is required for you to start up your own YouTube channel. This is a teacher. He is really successful with his YouTube, and he has been a teacher for so long now. Teacher is Matt Pa. He's going to give you a step-by-step method on how to start up your own YouTube channel. No stone unturned. Every step of the way, he's going to lead you through it. You have links that you can actually reach out to him and communicate with him directly. That's Matt Pa there. You can see the huge successes he has made in YouTube. You can see his silver, you can see the gold, you can also see his revenue that he's actually making on YouTube, which is very huge. He is going to give you a YouTube step-by-step tube mastery class, every step of the way, from the beginning of the opening of the channel to how you can start up and put up your videos. He is leaving no stone unturned, like I said. So for those that are seeking for how to start up their own YouTube channel, this is the easiest and the fastest way for you to have access to this particular teacher who is honest and straightforward, and you will enjoy every bit of the class and you will have lots of gain. At the end of your class, you will have lots to hold on to and to start up your own YouTube channel. It's going to be like an ABC class, starting from the scratch. So please, for those of you that are interested in starting up your own YouTube channel, Matt Pa, he is the teacher and you will have direct access to him. I'm dropping the link below, so please, you just click on that link and you will have access to Matt Pa's class. He is going to give you the whole content of YouTube and all that it takes for you to be successful in YouTube, and how to start YouTube from the scratch. Like I said, and I'm going to repeat, he's leaving no stone unturned. And it's so interesting that if you have any kind of complaint, no matter the time you have this complaint or you are confused about anything, you can communicate directly to him and he will give you a response as soon as he gets your question or as soon as he gets your mail or anything you're trying to confirm from him. He is quick at responding and he will give you the right answers. And even if you go elsewhere to search, you find out that what he is saying is actually true. He wouldn't mislead you. So please, for those of you that want to start your own YouTube channel from the scratch and see how you can be successful on YouTube, please go to this link, click on the link below, so you have access to the teacher. That's the teacher there. You can see and see his success. You can go through that, and then you click on the link so that you can have direct access to Matpa himself. This teacher, you will enjoy and enjoy every bit of the classes that he's going to give to you. So friends, do not forget to click the link below so you have access to Matpa's to mastery class, and he will give you the best teaching for you would really need to start your own channel. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please, for those that have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you once again, and God bless you all.